Welcome back to the detailing bit and to the next instalment of our project car. And today we're talking engine bay cleaning.
Yes.
So we were just saying there's two approaches really. There's the old school approach of get it hot, water, steam.
Yeah.
And then there's the chemical approach, try and keep it as dry as possible.
Yeah, and solely the reason we're going to be doing that is given its age, a lot of exposed wiring.
We're still yet to find the panels for this, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
So,
I'm not going to run the risk because it does more on the wiring side than anything. So yeah, so keeping it nice and dry. Start off with an APC, get into all the little nooks and crannies, let it break down that build up of dirt. We've also got a degreaser as well for the areas where you spill oil, just stuff that's clung on there a little bit. You know, it's like a million one mechanics at some point running around it, topping oil up, all the rest of it. There's going to be them areas, but there's no right or wrong. You can just use a straight degreaser if you want, or you can be a more gentle approach with an all-purpose cleaner. So either or really will be fine. You'll just find in some areas it may take a bit more elbow grease with just an APC. And
then just brushes, applicators, cloths.
Get into all the little nooks and crannies.
Everyone can buy at home. And have a go themselves.
You just want to get it in there. It's the easiest and most satisfying part when it comes to the bay, because you just need to get everywhere. It's like the same if you're cleaning anything. You just want to get into every little nook and cranny, get all that dirt out, and then when you get to like your plastics and rubbers, we're going to use pearl, which has got a nice satin natural finish, but it's good for rubbers as well, because if you are, especially if you're using stronger cleaners as well, you're getting it on the rubbers, you definitely want to get something back on them afterwards.
Puts a little bit of, lubes it back up a little bit.
Yeah, stops it drying out, which obviously stronger degreasers, things like that, can start to harm rubbers.
And it's got a nice natural finish. We're going OEM rather than that horrible satin, that sticky, glossy.
Yeah, that you get from a dealership.
Exactly. Yeah.
I always think work to an area that you can complete. So for me, I'd start on this section here first, concentrate on all out the bottles, bits front of the headlight, all down there to the suspension there. Get all that cleaned up. Once you're happy with that, move on to the next bit, all the way across. And once that's done, kind of follow the same method with the some sort of protection and like the pearl.
And another bit with engine bays that people often overlook is the bottom side of the bonnet.
Still part of it.
It is.
Yeah, and it picks up grubby. Yeah, it is grubby, but we're not going to change it. But again, depends how far you want to go, because stuff even gets behind there. There'll be leaves and all sorts. But you can be as simple as just getting a vacuum on it, give it a little vacuum, make it look fresher. Or take it as far as you want. Treat it like the fabric it is.
We don't want to be messing around with any clips.
No, I don't want to be pulling anything off.
It's not that bad. We will give it a bit of a clean up. But we'll leave it on the car. And also, the engine bay goes right up to the screen, so we can, whilst we've got the bonnet popped, we'll do all this plastic and this rubber as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it'll just seal the deal. That it'll all look perfect, and the same applies for the trim running up to the headlights as well. That is all part of it and needs doing at the same time.
So, like we say, I'm not going to tackle it all in one go.
Section
I'm just going to spray a nice little slither.
Yeah, and then just let that sit for not long, 10-15 seconds, and then you want to get in with your brush. And what you find is there'll always be a little bit you've missed, and you'll have to come and revisit it.
I need a brush so I can join in. So we've sprayed it. We've left it to dwell a little bit, but we don't want it to dry on, so time to buff it off with a cloth. And feel free to join me.
I'm going to there now. Just wanted you to do it all.
So we've got as deep as we can with the brush and the cloth, but there's still areas I'm struggling to get down to. So we've got these vertical detailing swabs.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant, just to get into them.
They've got like a microfiber tip on. So like I said, we're not going to just spray the whole thing in one go. So we've done this little section. Really pleased with how that's come up. So we're just going to crack on and work our way across. So that's the cleaning bit done, and you were right, we didn't really need a degreaser, did we?
We didn't, no.
One pass, I think we got away lucky. It's not actually that weathered, it was just a bit dusty, a little bit of grease here and there, but the APC's tackled it. So yeah, that is now clean. As clean as we're happy with.
Yeah, we just want to bring it a bit to life now.
There's no doubt if you wanted to go further, you could take this cover off and do.
Oh, you could really, you could go, but it's where you're comfortable with. You know the basics and how far you can go in terms of cleaning it.
So now it's time to just dress it up. I'm quite happy with how it looks, but it will benefit just from that next step.
What we'll do is we'll do around there, and then you'll really see a difference.
Go on then. So we've got the Car Pro Pearl.
Yeah, I've put a sprayer on there because you can dilute it down as well, and I'm just gonna a tiny little bit there and just work it round. Yeah, you can see it's starting to come back to life now. I generally just get a cloth, just give it a slight wipe over now, which gives it a little bit of a leveling and just picks up any residue, and you should see a really nice natural finish coming through now.
That's exactly what I'm seeing. Do you want to finish that side off, Dave? Well, I'm really pleased with how that's turned out.
Yeah, really happy with that.
It took a bit of effort. It took us what, maybe an hour?
Yeah, touch over that.
Yeah.
But you know, you could go further again. You can start going deeper, and it's totally up to you. There's no right or wrong, but you know, keeping it simple. An hour's worth of work, and it's looking a hell of a lot fresher.
It looks OEM as well, which is important to me.
Yeah,
it looks nice, and natural's the word I was looking for. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for the next one.